Scott Bryan, you were a part of the very first Red Unit performances of 1969. Tell me a little bit about being at winter quarters the day that Gunther Gebel-Williams arrived.
Well, I was one of the first to arrive. I lived right across the street, so I spent most of my time at winter quarters. And all of a sudden, I heard a big commotion, and this big semi-Mercedes truck and trailer came in with Gunther behind the wheel with his wife and daughter, and it was just amazing. The whole attitude changed. We saw a new circus coming. This is when they just started the blue and red show.
And so when they arrived, I mean, were the animals there? You talk about the semi. He had horses, he had elephants, he had tigers.
He took over the winter quarters. He had everything, and he was the whole red show. So the blue show was kind of pushed to the side because they were still getting the train set up. So it was just action, action, action with him being there every day.
And then you saw him perform.
Right. So we were in Oakland, and my trunk is real close to the back door, and all of a sudden they said a tiger got loose outside. So the Oakland Police Department wanted to shoot this thing so bad, so all the working men were up there with Gunther trying to catch it, and all of a sudden somebody yelled, "Walk around." So Eric Braun and I went out in the center ring not knowing what we were going to do, and I don't think it was very good, but we just kept knocking each other down, and then they caught the tiger, and the show went on.
So when you were at Madison Square Garden, you saw something that you told me reminded you of a scene from the movie The Greatest Show on Earth.
Right. So in finale, I was in ring one with Laszlo Donut and Eric Braun. And Laszlo would cup his hands, and Eric would do a backflip. And all of a sudden, I hear Laszlo yell, "Scott," and I look over, and Eric's on the ground paralyzed, shaking like this, like he's having convulsions. So we carried him out into the hallway, and we're ripping his nose off. There's a couple showgirls around, and all of a sudden I look down the hallway, and here comes Bob Dover in his tuxedo running down the hallway, and it just gave me chills. And then all of a sudden Eric just died. He just fainted, and everybody thought he died. The showgirls were crying. Bob Dover was beside himself, and then Eric was okay. He was hospitalized for a couple of days, and then
he returned to the show.
Yep, everything back to normal.